Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on the afternoon drive home. I appreciate you, and hopefully your afternoon is or your morning or your evening. I don't know where you're watching from, but hopefully you're having a great day. Day went pretty quick today for me. This morning it was raining. I don't know if you were with me on the morning stream going in today. You saw how miserable it was raining, and just I didn't even know how loud it was, so I didn't know if you guys could even hear me talking. So I ended that stream a little bit short, but I do appreciate you guys tuning in. And I want to say thanks. I had 3 people that followed me this morning, which really I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So if you happen to catch the stream, either in the morning or in the afternoon, or this evening, 7 o'clock, I do a 7 o'clock stream, do me a favor and follow me on Twitch if you can. I'm almost there. I got to have a total of 50 followers, and I'm up to like 43. So if you're a member of Twitch or even Mixer, jump over to Twitch and or also subscribe on Mixer. But help me out if you can. I would appreciate it. As a new streamer, I'm trying to build that that following to where I can have a fun show. I gotta say thanks to everybody that joined me last night. It was really, I had a great time just talking. It was supposed to be a 2-hour stream, and we went over 3 hours just chewing. And that's kind of what the stream's about. It's very free flowing, any topic. I really had a great time. And yeah, we even did the politics last night, which was every now and then, like I did. Matter of fact, I got to share this with you. I watched the Cohen. Well, actually, I watched a good part of the Cohen interview that they're doing. His testimony, or what do they call it? He's testifying before Congress or whatever it is. I really enjoyed it. I mean, if you want entertainment, really some good entertainment, you got to go watch it on Facebook or on you go to YouTube and stream the rebroadcast or whatever. Really entertaining stuff. The man himself, here's the funny part. He's a liar, okay, but that's a given. He's admitted to that. But here's the problem I have, and I don't think the Democrats really have, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to build this whole thing up to where the American people will feel bad and know that Donald Trump's in line, blah, blah, blah. But here's the problem. You put a guy up there who is an admitted liar, he was just, and every court, everybody that, very manipulative, he was out strictly for his own benefit and everything, and you put him before Congress, wasting my tax dollars and everything, trying to get him to testify. Now, here's a guy that's already proven he will say or do anything that's in his best interest. He's a liar. But here's the funny part. I believe him. I actually, when there's parts of his testimony I absolutely believe. I would say 80% of what he's talking about I believe. Now, the 80% I believe happens to be all the stuff that's really not illegal. It's just they're trying to sully the name of Trump or whatever. But the 20%. I don't know what 20% he's lying about. I don't believe everything. And the thing is, if I can't believe it all, I gotta just say that he's trying. But here's the part that really kind of drove it home for me, that it was all about self-serving. It was all about him. They repeatedly, numerous members asked him the same. They say, look, we believe that you're just doing this to profit, because you've got, literally, think of this, if it was you or if it was I that broke these exact same laws, if we broke the laws that he broke, we lied, we lied to Congress, we, millions of dollars, forged, our income tax fraud, all of these things, they've even said, and he even said he could get 70 years for all the different 5 or however many laws he violated. He could get 70 years, but he's only going to get 3, and he won't even do those whole 3 he's only going to do a small portion of those. But so I started thinking to myself, everything he's doing is so self-serving. He's going to cover his ass. He wants you to believe that there was something nefarious, there was something illegal, and because he needs you to believe that. But what really drove it home for me, more than anything else, they asked him, they said, we believe you're just doing this for book deals and movie of the weeks or movie deals. So you're saying that you're not doing this, you're not lying and being self-serving and doing all this. You just want to come and give the truth. So if that's true, then here under oath and under, you say that under oath that you're not going to solicit any book deals or movie deals. He's like, no, I won't. And they're like, so you won't say under oath that you're not going to, no. In other words, I'm going to go ahead and look for book deals. He said, so, okay, how about this? You'll say, you'll commit here that any money you receive for book deals or movie deals or whatever, you'll donate to charity. Will you commit to that? No. So in other words, it's like, this guy knows he's all self-serving. He's going to go ahead and he's going to get the movie deals. He's going to get the book deals. He even solicited for a book. I mean, the guy is... So here's and I'm waiting. So if you're anybody in Washington or you're any politician, let me take you down a line of questioning that'll help you really put this in perspective for the American people. He said he worked for Trump for 10 years, and that he lied for Trump to protect Trump. This guy that he has, I'm turning over a new leaf. So it's like, okay, so for 10 years, you lied to protect Trump from being harmed, to protect his family, to protect his, you lied for the, also you lied to keep yourself out of jail, to keep your, make sure that you didn't get in trouble. You also lied for money to better your situation. So you lied. So here's the real question that should be asked to him by somebody that's sitting up there. Either today or tomorrow or somewhere, somebody should ask him this question. They should simply say, Mr. Cohen, is it true that in the past you've lied to protect Trump? Yes. He's going to say yes because he's done it. In the past, have you lied to protect Trump's family? Yes. Did you lie to protect them from financial loss? Yes. Did you to protect them from financial ruin? Yes. Did you lie to protect, to protect their good name? Yes. Did you lie to protect yourself, in fact, so you wouldn't get, that's the reason you shifted money around so your wife wouldn't find. Did you lie to protect yourself so you wouldn't get in trouble? Yes, of course you did. Did you lie so that you would make money? You would actually get paid more than what you were supposed to get paid from your medallions, from your your cab company, and did you lie? Yes. And he's admitted to all this stuff. So then the next questions should be like this. Mr. Cohen, knowing that, let us ask you another question. Would you lie to protect your family? Just ask him. Would you lie to protect your family? Period. If your family could face financial ruin, if your family could be harmed in any way, whether it's through the actions of someone, would you lie to protect your family? The answer has to, if you lied for Donald Trump, somebody that you obviously was not family, but you lied for all these reasons to protect him, to protect his family, would you not lie to protect your own family? If your family was going to be hurt in some way, financially, physically, in any way, if your family was going to be harmed or hurt potentially, would you lie? His answer is going to be yes. So is it fair to assume that you could be lying here today to protect your family from further insult. You want to protect them from further financial loss. You want to protect them. You want to, in fact, enrich your family from and be a provider, even from behind bars. Is it fair to assume that? And he'll say, "Oh no, But the bottom line is, that's where you need to go with this guy. He literally, he's so untrustworthy, and I think I hope the American people see it. So this is kind of why I was saying I don't really like following politics that much, but when I sat there and watched, and I really believe 80% of what he's saying, but unfortunately the 20% that would really matter to the Democratic Party, the 20% that would really help them sink their teeth, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe what they want me to believe, and that's unfortunate, because for them, I really truly think that the ends justify the means. I do believe that the president is... Matter of fact, even Cohen said, now this is, you can go back and watch it, that they said, why did you even want to be part of this whole Trump, candidacy and all that? He said, was it for the money? Was it? He says, no. He says, he wanted to be a part of it because he really believed that Donald Trump had great intentions, and he believed that Donald Trump could do great things for the country. And then in the same breath, he says, and in fact, he has done great. And then watch the senator behind him, or the senator that was asking him the questions, you could just see his face. He was like, oh my God, I didn't want him to say that. But he did. Cohen himself says, I believed he could do great things for the country, and in fact, he has done great things for the country. So he admits it. So it's kind of like, this whole wasting my tax dollars, putting him there and dragging this out even more, it does nothing but weaken us as a country, and, show airs dirty laundry that really, and I just kind of, that was my lunchtime. That's what I watched. I just kind of went. But it's unfortunate, folks. I mean, it's kind of the way that this democracy is. We have a Democratic Party and a Republican Party that they don't want to continue running the country and letting us heal wounds and move forward. The Democrats so bad want to regain power, and because the truth of the matter, they haven't really come out and said this. They haven't, but here's really what it amounts to. If the Democratic Party loses control and power the way they have, it becomes a house of cards that starts to collapse inward. Hillary will fall, Clinton Foundation will fall, Clintons will fall, and all the other rich senators and bureaucrats and people that were part of that they all start to go to jail, because there's a certain point in time where people will start turning dimes on each other, going, look, grant me immunity, I'll tell you everything I know, because that's exactly what they don't want. The Clintons don't want anybody to start turning a dime on them in their dirty, crooked deals that they've done. And all these senators and politicians are so afraid that people are going to start turning on them because they were all complicit in really what amounts to a coup attempt. I mean, they're all conspiring against the president, and it's just like a coup. And they don't want, once that whole snowball starts rolling downhill, it's all over. It's all over for them, and it's unfortunate because they've let it get to that point. It didn't have to get to that. They could have just got in and gave Donald Trump his time as president, and then focused on the next election. But instead of doing that, they have really done an injustice to the country and to the American people as a whole. I mean, so that's my political rant. I appreciate you for joining me and staying with me on my afternoon drive. I don't usually, like I said, we'll do politics if people want to talk about it on the channel. I don't mind, but I've tried to be very, people always ask me when I started learning about politics, because I haven't ever followed politics. And just recently, over the last several months, I've been trying to learn more, and they would ask me, are you a Democrat, are you a Republican? I really didn't know where I stand. Now I'm starting to know where I stand. I'm starting to, oh my God, I'm starting to get an idea of when I see how the Democrats really want to be manipulative to the American people and that. Not that the Republicans are any better, but I do see that Democrats are really way more, I don't know, they're way out there. Even their socialist agenda is way, way outside the scope of what I would think is even healthy for the country. So I don't know if they should be called a Democratic Party. They should be called a Socialist Party, because that's what they're trying to do, is target and bring in these young, impressionable youth and trying to convince them that a socialist country is a better way to be. We shouldn't be Democrats and we shouldn't be a democracy. They believe that. Matter of fact, I think it was one of the Trumps. I don't know if it was his daughter or his wife. Somebody, I had read something where she made a comment and said, nobody in America wants to be given anything. They want to be able to work, because that's the core. That's our foundation of our country. We don't want a free ride. We want to work for what we're entitled. But they believe that you should be. They believe it's a right of every American person to be given, a living wage and everything. It's like, no. It's not that you shouldn't be given a living wage. You have to work for what you get. But they want every American to be guaranteed, even if you don't work, even if you just sit on your ass in the front yard and chew on a strand of straw, they want you to get paid. And that is a recipe for disaster. I mean, that is not the way that this country was founded. That's not what this country was founded on, and that's not what it's about. A free ride is not guaranteed, and that's what they want to do. They want to guarantee that every American gets a free ride, and, now, that's not the matter of fact. I think Finland tried that recently. One of the countries tried that. It just doesn't work. You work. If you don't work, you don't get paid. You don't get paid, then you're on welfare, and that's the way it should be. If you can't work, there's a million different things that you can do, but if for some reason you can't work, we have programs that are in place for that. But you don't get, if you don't do something and contribute to society, then you're not going to be able to reap benefits for just existing. Then all of a sudden you got families that pop out 9 kids, and guess what? Who's paying for those 9 kids if none of them work? Yeah, I don't agree with the Democratic Party or the Socialist Party, whatever you want to call them. I don't agree with them. But let's get off the politic rant, because during the afternoon drive, I try to think about, the different things that I've dealt with during the day, or just pretty much anything, and I don't want to really overly dwell on politics. I did enjoy watching the show, because I call it a show because that's kind of what it is. It's entertainment. You watch a guy up there tap dance, and he's self-serving no matter what. He's trying to protect himself as much as possible and his family. So I'm going to let it be at that. I think that I will encourage you to jump on and watch some of that testimony. I'm sure you'll find it entertaining. But if you guys get a chance tonight, I'd love to see you jump on at 7 o'clock. I'll be on again at 7 o'clock doing the stream. I had a great time last night. I hope you guys come back tonight. And if you're watching, if you're actually tuned in to me now, doing the live stream, do me a favor, share the stream with a friend, and follow me if you can. As I said, just doing the morning stream, I got 3 folks that followed me on my Twitch channel, and I love that. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you, because it's very tough. I'm learning a lot about the live streaming. It's very tough to actually build your following. You want to build folks that want to be participating, want to have some, want to enjoy the stream, and to build that, you really got to have folks that'll follow you so you can get to the next level. And and kind of optimize your stream and become better and better at it. And I've watched a lot of the streams out there, and I think I've subscribed myself. I follow probably about 30 or 40 different streamers that I enjoy. And I'm hoping that as I grow and as my channel grows, so will, of course, the people that follow me. And eventually, I did find out last night, one of the guys tried to contribute, because I always tell people, as I'm doing the live streams, I say, hey guys, any tips that you provide, any bits that you can donate, all that's appreciated, and I use it to improve the stream and everything. Well, what I didn't know, the whole time I've been doing this, I didn't even know that on my Twitch channel, and even on even on my Mixer channel, and some of I can't even receive bits yet. I can't even receive, in Mixer it's embers. I can't even get those yet until you have at least 50 people following you. I didn't know that. I've just been telling people, hey, yeah, go ahead and throw me a tip for the effort. If you got $1 or $2, that's great. And if you have those bits you've been collecting, go ahead and contribute. I had no idea I couldn't even accept bits yet. And somebody last night said, hey man, I got these bits, I'm trying to give them to you, but I don't see the little, and I'm like, well, what do you mean you don't see it? And sure enough, I had to go look and found out that, guess what? I got to have at least 50 people following me before they'll activate that and I can receive bits. Well, didn't know it, so hopefully you guys have been saving them up and I can test it. Once I hit the 50 mark, I can test it, and you can de-virginize me. You can be the first person to contribute 1 bit to me, to my stream, and you'll be the official first bit. In fact, I might even make that something on my stream where I put you as a prominent position as my very first bit donor. The person who donated the very first bit to my stream, and I'll put you in on my page, put you up there and hold you in the highest regard. Same thing with tips. If you get out and you donate $1, I will forever emblazon you on my stream there, my page, to be the very first person. It's kind of like that dollar. When people start a new business, they take the very first $1 they've ever made, they put it on the wall over the cash register. If you can be the very first person that puts a tip and gives me a tip, I will emblazon you forever on my channel. The same thing with a bit. Be the first person to donate a bit when I'm eligible. I've got to get those 50 followers. So I will use I'm not above begging. I'm not above pleading. So please understand that groveling is, it's well within my wheelhouse. I'm a very good groveler. So I will grovel and say, look, if you don't follow me now, jump on Twitch and follow me and become one of my followers on my stream, so I can eventually grow this sucker into being something that's got a lot of people participating, because that's what made it fun last night. When you have people to talk to on chat and you're kind of reaching, the topics will flow and they go wherever it takes us. And I like that. I like being able to, if the topic is boring and somebody wants to change it, they jump on and say, hey man, did you see this movie? Or hey, did you, all of a sudden, time flies by. I mean, I didn't even know it was 3 hours. I literally, and the one guy I was talking to, I want to say, oh God, what was his name? Miko? But he was from England. And it was like 3:30 in the morning there. And he was chatting. He goes, oh yeah, I don't got to go to work till 6. So from I ended up stopping the stream, finally at like 4:30. And, he signed off then, and he said goodnight. And I'm thinking, my God, it's 4:30 in the morning over there. He's got to work, and I think he said 6. But he was a jiu-jitsu instructor, I think, or he was. But I kind of I felt bad. It was wee hours of the morning, keeping this guy up. When he probably would have been sleeping normally. But it was fun. I mean, I had it great. He was into politics. They're going through Brexit. Where he's at. They're going through Brexit, and he says, oh, our political systems, and I just kept like, your political system? You know what's going on in my country? We kind of went down that road. And then I talked to another guy that was, I think it was in New Jersey, a young kid in New Jersey who was talking about, and we talked about pretty much anything. I don't know. But it was fun. And I appreciate you guys for being there. And for all your help with the stream. My stream has been going through these moments where I drop frames and it becomes choppy, and I was trying to tweak it and kind of make sure all that gets my schedule. I was kind of lax a little bit over the last week or so as I changed up the look and feel of it. I had a couple new cameras, but I'm definitely going to try and get back onto that. I'll stream like I did this morning, 6:15 in the morning. I'll stream 3:30 in the afternoon going home, and then I'll see you guys at 7 o'clock. If you want to jump back on it, we can start talking about whatever. We'll have some fun. And if there's anything you're passionate about, go ahead. My background, to let you guys know, I've told you before, I'm into business, technology, and innovation. I like, poker tournaments. I'm very eclectic with my likes and dislikes. I have a lot of different interests, and I enjoy being able to talk about those things and the things that are going on in the world today. There are a lot of crazy people. A lot of crazy people that I've met in this world, and every day I look on the news and I'm convinced that there are far more crazy people than I ever was aware of. So that is one of the things that even today, looking at the news today, as I go through, I notice insane people. Just, you can't, you gotta sit here and go, what is the world coming to where some people think it's okay to do certain things, and I don't understand. Maybe that's what we should have, is one segment during the evening that just talks about crazy people. Because I think those are the most people that really fascinate me the most, are those that are the most insane, they do the stupidest things, and then you try to think, what were they going, what was it that made them feel that this was okay, just... As you can tell, I still have that congestion. Trying to get through that. Trying to get it all out of my system, but it is tough. Once you get it, I've been trying to spend a week so far, but it'll go away. So anyway, guys, tonight we can try and find some things to talk about. You guys know, you already know I'm a movie buff. So that was easy. That was an easy one last night. It was fun to talk about some different movies that were out there. So we always have something in common. Crazy people, movies, music, all that cool stuff. Celebrities. I'm not a big, I'm telling you, my view on celebrities are really changed over the years. I believe now, to me, if you're an entertainer and you're into being a comic or an actor or an actress or whatever, I believe that's what you should continue to do. That's what you should continue to do. I don't believe you should use your occupation and take the opportunity to become politically present in my life. In other words, if you're a comedian, be funny. Don't be political. If you're a actor or an actress, shut up, do the movies, entertain me. Don't stand up there during the Oscar night and try to make a political statement. It just turns me off of your movies. You as an individual, I want to be removed from reality when I go to see a movie. When I watch the Oscars or whatever, I want to be removed from reality. I want to see the world of Hollywood. I don't want political. If I the crap I turn off on the news, then I told you yesterday, guys, that's what I did. I started watching it. I turned it on. I started to watch the Oscars, and the first 5 minutes, I could see that it was all political crap going to be there. So what did I do? Turned it off. Didn't watch it, and I don't think I'll be watching it anymore. Anyway, I find it self-serving, very manipulative. The ratings are way down anyway, so it used to be about entertainment, and it's just not even entertaining to watch it and listen to all this stuff. So we'll go ahead and find. So there'll be something else they'll come up with. Oh, I did hear. You know what I did hear? I heard some new local news. Now I'm in Panama City Beach, Florida, and I heard some local news that they were travel rating things. They rated our beach, the Panama City Beach, as like the third best vacation spot. And so they're trying to build a convention center, which I hope they do, because I'll be honest, it would be so cool to have here in Panama City Beach a Comic-Con, or some kind of a like every year they have a CES show, Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas. They've got Comic-Cons, they've got Twitch cons, they've got these Halloween cons for to be able to have those kind of events here in Panama City Beach, which is already a tourist destination, to bring all those people here, and then after they do these things, they can go out and enjoy the beaches. Man, that would be awesome. That would be a cool thing. Now, I've never been to a Comic-Con or a Twitch con or any of those things. I have been. We used to go to. I've been to the Consumer Electronics shows. We went. There was CeBIT in Hanover, Germany. I went to that. I've been to I've been to all of those for businesses and technology, but the fun ones, where there's cosplay, there's all that. I've never been to those, and now I'm kind of like. I've watched other people with video and put it to YouTube when they go to these events, and I'm like, how fun is that? That would be like the coolest thing. So I'm like, okay, now that I'm older, I can go, hell with it. Maybe I'm going to start going to these things. I'll be probably one of the, well, actually, I thought I'd be the oldest, but that's not true. I see people in their 30s and 40s and even older that go to these things. So I'm kind of feel like there is no age for anything anymore. Used to be, oh, that's the young this, that's the young. No, it's like people of all ages for all those things now. So it's cool. Anyway, guys, that's about all I got. I mean, I haven't really. Today was just one of those very quick day. As I said, I watched Cohen, so hopefully you guys check him out. Check out the stream tonight. There's my shameless plug. See you tonight at 7, and help me hit 50. I'm groveling. Help me hit my 50 followers so I can get whatever this is, so I can start accepting the bits and or be one of my very first tips. That donate to the stream. I want to see it work on my, on the actual stream itself. I want to see it come down and actually work. Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping you guys will come and have some fun and join the stream. So that's where I'm at today. I probably should have a follower drive. See, somebody told me, like, I thought this whole time, let me tell you another thing. This whole time I've been streaming, I thought I was streaming to Facebook. I thought that when I did, because I do the live stream and it streams out to, streams out to Twitch and to YouTube and Stream Me and Smashcast and Periscope, and I stream out to all these different platforms. I always thought I was streaming out to Facebook. And for the other day, somebody told me, I made a mention, and somebody says, no, man, there's no Facebook. And I was like, yeah, I am. Come to find out, I don't know what happened. Something broke. I'll probably look at that today or maybe this weekend and figure out why it's not streaming there. I really thought I was. I thought every stream was also being streamed live to Facebook Live. But I found out apparently not. So I've got to look into that. As I said, being new to streaming, there's so much I'm learning, and it's actually a lot of fun. I didn't know if I'd like it at first. I thought, you've got to constantly be talking, you got to constantly have stuff to say, you've got to be entertaining, you got to be all these things. And then I realized that, I've went and watched a lot of channels where that's just not the case. There's people out there that are really sucky, that are not entertaining, that don't always talk. Sometimes they just sit there watch their games and play, and they don't talk at all. They just stream. And I was like, okay, well, so maybe there aren't any set rules in place. Maybe there's not something that just says you've got to constantly be this way. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll try it. And in January, I went ahead and kind of launched everything. And I really do enjoy it. And I'll tell you what makes it most enjoyable for me is the interaction when I get folks to come into the chat and we just start talking how things are. I learn more about people. People get to learn about me and everything. And one of the things I really enjoy, and I think that's probably a big draw for a lot of folks, it's that you share a certain amount of anonymity when you're on these streams and everything. People will come on and they might have questions they want to ask you that they don't feel comfortable asking anyone else. But because they don't know you, they will go ahead and sometimes ask you questions that, they want to know the answers to that they wouldn't ask somebody else or whatever. And that's cool because you get to kind of connect with people and see where they're coming from. And I think that's really a huge attraction of what makes, the live streaming great is people can be having a terrible day. Somebody can be having the worst day of their life, and they get on your stream and they start talking to you, and all of a sudden you start to brighten their day a little bit, and you start to maybe you give them a chuckle or two, they start to laugh, and pretty soon it starts to melt away. They might even talk about what's bothering them, and that's cool. I mean, it's like it's very you think about it, it's very cathartic to where it's self-rejuvenating sometimes, and that's cool. I mean, I really think that's what a lot of the attraction is. It's not so much that you have, like, for even Facebook. People will say, oh, I've got 10,000 friends on Facebook. No, you don't really have 10,000 friends. I mean, when you're on Facebook, you don't have 10,000 friends watching you on Facebook. But the cool part about it is, when you're doing a live stream, you've got, however, you might have 100, 200, or in some cases, thousands of people that are there with you right in that moment. And, Facebook is like every now and then, one here, one there, you'll have people that are checking your stream or checking your Facebook or communicating. But with the live stream and so much dynamic energy there, but with everybody that's on that stream talking, with you, I mean, that's cool. I mean, that is, to me, what makes it a lot of fun. So, guys, I'm almost home. If you hung with me during the afternoon drive today, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Hopefully, you'll tune in tonight at 7. I'll see you there. Once again, I just thank you for being part of my streams. And I look forward to following me if you haven't been able to. If you haven't, please do. Follow me. And I'll see you this evening when I jump on at 7. And until then, you have a great night or morning or day, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And I look forward to talking to you again soon, guys. Have a great